Hi, this is my review of the new Not Loose album, You Won't Go Before You're Supposed To. This album was, I say, my most highly anticipated album of 2024, and the good thing is I got it a day early. So with the album, this album cover, I'll take it out of the sleeve because it's easier to see. There, really good artwork. There, try listening. Right there. Don't know if you'll be able to see this. There. That's all the guitar notes and most of the lyrics. The vinyl for it is really good. Up there as well. Where's there? Yeah. This is like the clear green, got sort of mint kind of album there. Oh no, don't fall down. There you go. There you go. Yeah. It's really good colour, really nice colour. Let me just pick the sleeve up real quick. This album, as I said before, is my most highly anticipated album of the year, along with possibly Slaughter To Prevail's new album. But it is a really good album. Really, I mean, I'm a massive Not Loose fan. I got a Tear in the Fabric of Life from HMV. Can't remember when. Before Christmas, I think. It's a really, really good album. I think that Tear in the Fabric of Life is one of the best album. Well, it's an EP, but I'll call it an album for the sake. Ever. Tear in the Fabric of Life by Not Loose. I also think You Won't Go Before You're Supposed To is one of the best albums ever in metal. It is such a good album. I mean, Not Loose never disappoint, but this one really is a really good album. I read out the track listing right now. So you've got Thirst, Piece by Piece, Suffocate featuring Poppy, great song. Don't Reach For Me, Moss Covers All, Take Me Home, Slaughterhouse 2, The Calm That Keeps You Awake, Blinding Faith, Sit and Mourn. Alright. Right. Now I'll tell you my least favourite and my most favourite track of the album. And my least favourite track of the album, which I'll start with, is the opening track, Thirst. And the reason that's my least favourite is because what I expected to happen, which is what happened at the previous Not Loose albums and some of the EPs, is that they had like a whole intro, like in the Terrific Undead Life, they had like someone going in the car. It wasn't cinematic, obviously, because it's fine, you can't see anything, but I'd give like visionary of it, and it's but they didn't do it. They just went straight into it, which I wasn't a huge fan of. It would have been better if they had like maybe sort of like an intro, like Ghosted with Empower, like Imperium into Kaisarian. Yeah, this is such a good album. Apart from that, I mean, my favourite song in this album is Slaughterhouse 2, featuring Chris Motionless from Motionless In White. Slaughterhouse 1, which is just called Slaughterhouse, is a great song, one of the best Motionless In White songs. That was featuring on, I can't remember I think it's Scorching the World, the album, by Motionless In White, sorry. That is a great album. As well, but I think this beats it. Slaughterhouse is a really good track on Motionless In White. Motionless In White's album featuring Bryan from Not Loose, but now it's on Not Loose's album featuring Chris Motionless from Motionless In White. And I think I prefer Slaughterhouse 2 over it. It has a better intro. It's the same words for the intro, but I think it has a better tune to it, and since Bryan does sort of the main kind of bit instead of Chris, it is just better, I think. I mean, I love Chris from Motionless In White. I'm seeing Motionless In White next year, and I cannot wait for them. They're going to be such a good band to see. But yeah, I mean, Not Loose. not seen them live and I'm not seeing them live, they're such a good band to see. Especially after this album came out, especially now, it would be such a good show, and I've heard really good things of their shows. I think when they first sort of like debuted the album at Sick New World, even though it wasn't out there, they played most songs from it. The standout at Sick New World was probably Suffocate featuring Poppy. That just shocked the entire Sick New World. It was such a good duet, really. And Poppy just, even though she doesn't sort of fit into the kind of metal kind of grind, she definitely fits in with Knock Loose very, very well, even though you wouldn't expect it to. And her screams are very on point, especially with Bryan. I think if she did a full metal album, that would be a contender better than this album possibly. But I know she probably won't do that. If she did, she'll probably have Suffocate on that album, or not. I don't know. I mean, this album is just great. It's just such a good album. I cannot get past how much of a good album it is. Not just one of my favourite bands ever, and I don't think they'll ever disappoint with their albums or EPs ever, or even singles. Just insane. I cannot wait for the next Knock Loose single, EP or album. Mainly EP or album, but it's going to be really good, and can't wait for what they do in the future. And I can't really imagine what they would do in the future, considering this is probably the peak of Knock Loose, and it is a really, really good album, really solid album. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it, since it is such a good album. I would say there isn't really a flaw apart from the intro bit. I mean, Bryan Garris is such a good, whatever you want to call it, death growl. It's not really death growl, this, is it? It's more of just sort of screaming kind of. Such a good screams he does, such a good screams. I mean, I know Corey Taylor doesn't do necessarily screams, but when he does sort of like Knock Loose-ish kind of screams. And Knock Loose got announced as a support for Slipknot in their North American 25th anniversary show, and that just blew my mind. I'm not going to that. I'm going to Slipknot in December at the O2. Bleed From Within, which I'll probably later in another video I'll do the Bleed From Within album review, which I got the other day. It's a really good album, but I mean, this Knock Loose album is just ridiculously good. Can't wait to see what they do in the future. It'll be really hard to top this. I mean, I thought that when A Tear in the Fabric of Life came out. I mean, not when it came out, but when I got it. I thought that would have been impossible to top. But this is the same level as that. It's different kind of style, Knock Loose. And it's really good. I expected it to be one of the best albums ever. I didn't expect it to be one of the best albums ever in this kind of format. I don't know if that makes sense or not. But yeah, Knock Loose, Knock Loose, you won't go before you're supposed to. One of the best albums ever. I don't really know what to say. It's one of the best metal albums ever. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.